Yeah, as a youth growing up, you know, my first singers that I look upon first in Jamaica was the Paragons. John Old with the Paragons. The harmony structure that he sing. You know, and then, you know, we were influenced by the impression, which is Curtis Mayfield. And when I listen to Curtis Mayfield writing, where, you know, it made me more political, stronger in myself, more to myself, because if you listen to the words of Curtis Mayfield, you know, he talk about the guys them that using, you know, people, the pusher man, you know, he talk about deep, he was very deep, you know, but people, when you do revolution, that's when them even push you aside or them come kill you, you know, when you're speaking the truth. Well, listening to Bob Marley music now, my first song that I started to love with Bob is when I heard him sing this song. When I was young, da 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 da, happiness there in a while. Happiness, come back, I say. Then if you don't come, gonna go looking for happiness. He touched me with that song because that song reminded me when I was a youth, you know, struggling to make two ends meet and bring forward. Now, I become a love of their harmony structure, Bunny Whalers and Peter Touch. And my first group that I found was the Linkers. And we were singing, yes, but the harmony that I was looking for, it never given me that sound. And some of those brethren, you know, leave the group and it leave I alone. And after I did Naiman's story, I met upon Danny and Winston. And in the ghetto there, you know, we never grew up at the time, we just singing to each other, and I find that a sound was there. When I was about to record Woman is Like a Shadow, it was versing that song, and when I heard Winston hit that note, I said, yes, that note reminds me of Bunny Whalers, you know, and we recorded that song, and that song was put on tape for another 4 years, never released. No, 2 years I thought. And then when the song released, Woman's Like a Shadow, it was one of the biggest songs in Jamaica at the time. So Bob Marley wasn't living in Jamaica at the time, but I used to see him around, and I go to his place one time for a rehearsal. That is before me even leave jungle as a youth. And you know, they tell me to, he wasn't there, it was Rita doing the audition. They said we must come back. So when we finished, Bob was just about coming, play football and coming, and I said, how them sound? And she said, yeah, them sound good, but them need to rehearse more. Alright, and you know, we just look at him and rising with his words and what he's saying, you know, and then he become popular now and thing. But it surprised me. After we do around 2 albums at the time, Message from the Meditation and then Wake Up. I was downtown. We used to go around Lee Scratch Perry because the song Running from Jamaica, that song record at Lee Scratch Perry. And then him hear the sound of the group there and him take on to the group and him say, well, I want the Meditation here, we're going to be the next Whalers. And after Bob came forward from, you know, them shot him over the same politics business again, you know. And after him leave Jamaica and then him come forward, you know, I was sitting on Chancery one of the day and see Danny came up into a taxi and him said, Bob Marley, I look for you, you know. He said, a joke here, a joke. He said, Bob Marley. He said, yeah, man. He said, Bob Marley, I look for you for what? He said, him up at the studio, up at Curtis studio working. And he wanted to do some background harmony. And him said, see, give me money here. He said, we don't have to stop driving until we find him. So I went there and, you know, in Sam, he said, oh, your meditation. I said, where do I get them lyrics from? I said, man, when I'm in England and I hear that song, I said, which group this? Sound like Wheeler, so. You know, I was laughing and talking, you know. Him said we sound like Wheeler, but I you know, I never really look on it that way, you know, just the sound, you know. Ever since, well, what happened there now, it was Rastaman, Live Up, and Black Man Redemption. He was recording the night in the studio. And him tell me, it's alright, you have 2 songs you have to sing, hear how you sound. And we start singing it now. I said, alright. And that part that you hear, oh, is I arrange them part there, you know. You know, him just say, alright, I'm just alright, and just low, and you know, he take on to the group that time, he said, well, yeah, no, if we did it now, you know. He said, boy, I'm gonna put up a studio and he want meditation, you know, there and in label. At the time we put out a song named Miracle, and we give him that song to put out on his label, you know. Well, it just hurt to know that him leave so soon, you know, just as we start get to know each other and things, you know, prolong with the music, and just, what is Jah, you know, everything is up to Jah. Him know the reason why. Maybe him say, well, him already doing work already, so when you do your work, you know, take it on.
Africa, through diaspora, the African connection, culture television.